Well, race fans, welcome back here to the Knoxville Raceway as we kick off 410s here tonight with the 13th running of the Capitani Classic. My name is Mike Mallett from DirtTrackDigest.com alongside SprintCarUnlimited.com's Jeremy Elliott. And interesting night tonight. You know, obviously big field of cars, 75 cars strong here for the Capitani Classic. And at the end of the day, James McFadden picked up the victory with Dason Pursley and Brian Brown, the top three. So I got to say, if you were coming into the day, McFadden has looked good early, looked good a little bit in the 360 Nationals, but I don't think McFadden's the guy we all expected to see here in Victory Lane at the end of the night.
No, we didn't. And I think what helped him tonight is his heat race. Got a really good jump in the heat race. Went fourth to qualifying spot. Looked really good. And then in the feature, he looked good in a pole shuffle as well. And had a lot of speed tonight. It's probably the best car I think he's had here. Talked to him in the press conference. He's more relaxed this year. He doesn't have to deal with the grind of running in America all year long, World of Outlaws, High Limit, whatever. And went back home, seems rejuvenated. Yeah. Said he's more relaxed, said he's chill, as he said. Yeah. And we saw it tonight. He was good throughout. Really was never challenged in the A-Main. Yeah, we can talk about the racetrack a little bit. It did kind of lock down near the end, but I think Brian Brown said it best. If you want to see passing in the heats and have good heat races and guys be able to pass race cars, the track's got to be a little slower, a little slipperier in the heat races, and it was tonight because, again, we saw a lot of passing, and the heats, again, unfortunately locked down there late, but I don't think it would have mattered. I think McFadden was pretty much checked out. Nice run for Dason Pursley, coming home in the runner-up spot. A strong run for that 13 team to kind of kick off the week. Yeah, they've struggled through the first half of the season, and then all of a sudden they started making dashes with High Limit and getting top 10s and progressing. Made the A-Main for the 360 Nationals and comes into tonight. Fast time overall and in his flight, obviously, and then finishes second in the A-Main. I think that's huge for him. It's good for that team. Look, when you're a young driver in this sport, you've got to build confidence, especially when you're running against a field like this. And I think he maybe got a good amount of that tonight, and we'll see if he can carry it on to the rest of the week. And then, of course, in third, Brian Brown, the consummate professional here. As I like to joke that he's the mayor of Knoxville, because I think he gets booed all year long, but when he come here for the Knoxville Nationals, they love him. I mean, driver introductions, they cheer that guy. They love him. He's always the local favorite and the guy that everyone is still expecting to win this race. And he talked about that tonight. He's like, I don't think he has that pressure this year. You asked him about that. Yeah, he's under the radar. And I think it's a different set of circumstances for him. He made the comment that last year he thought he needed to find an Iowa lottery ticket to have any chance of winning this thing. And then this year, under the radar, but he has some speed, especially of late. Won from 16th on a local show here. Finished fourth at the Kings Royal. Rolls in here. Said he screwed up his qualifying night in the 360 Nationals, but good run tonight. Looked good in his heat race. Third in the A-Main. We'll see what he does on Thursday. And now we're going to bring in our sixth place finisher, Gio Selzi. Yes. Hey, buddy. Hey, how's it going? How you been? Good. Nice to see you. Yeah, you too. So Gio, I'll start off right away. Thanks for joining us, obviously. Sorry that we're the best you can do after the races. Yes, I apologize for that. This is what happens when you finish sixth.
I've had worse-looking girlfriends. So.
Wow.
I don't know you, but sorry.
So you're just getting used to this 7BC. This is your third night in it. What are you starting to get a handle on it? Are you starting to gel with the team?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Jake is obviously extremely smart. Great group of guys. I've known Tim for a long time, as well as Richard and Jennifer Marshall. So the things you wouldn't think would be an issue are just something as small as the throttle pedal or where the steering location is. It's hard to get used to that stuff. So having a fast car obviously carries the performance and it gets me comfortable faster. So definitely not all the way there yet, I feel like, but to run for the rest of the year, we'll definitely get there quick.
How much did running last week help you run in I know it's a 360 and it doesn't really translate to this week, but just overall getting comfortable in the race car? Because you look good right out of the box. And again, obviously you guys had the power steering issue, but looked fast right out of the gate and came out strong and had a good run in the A-Main driving up through.
Yeah, it was huge. I mean, your balance is similar between 360 and 410s. Obviously it's way slower, but we made a lot of cockpit adjustments just from Friday to Saturday to today. So you can sit in the car all day long in the shop and you don't know what it's going to feel like when you get on the racetrack. So like I said, made some changes to the dash, made changes to the steering wheel and stuff like that just to get more acclimated. Like, it's hard because you don't know exactly what's off. Like, this steering feels different. I don't know if it needs to be closer, further, up, down. So moving that stuff, and they've been super receptive with whatever you need, you can have it.
How much can you take away from tonight? I mean, this is obviously the first time you've been in a 410 in this car. But is there anything does anything translate to the Nationals from the Cappy?
Yes and no. I feel like track's always different every day you're here. So typically Wednesday next week is a little bit faster, and Thursday gets wide and slick. So with this many cars racing on a track like this, it did rubber up, but I'm never going to say anything bad about Knoxville. I love this joint. So like Brian said, the heat races were awesome, and we knew they were going to be really good. So it does get you ready for the week. I feel like there's, it's always kind of the same. I mean, your qualifying lines change throughout the week and kind of where you're going to run. You saw the bottom run a lot in the 360 stuff just because you're going so much slower. But it does translate just confidence. So, and for me, getting comfortable in the car is key.
What can you, going forward now, I said about Brian Brown thinking he was under the radar a little bit. Do you feel that way too? Because obviously you were in the 18, that's where you had your good finishes. Do you feel maybe, especially with Larson and Rico being so good, do you almost feel a little under the radar as well?
I don't even have a radar. But no, I mean, yes and no. I have very, very high expectations for myself. No one's harder on me than me. So I want to win this race no matter what car I'm driving, and I wasn't going to come here in a car I felt like I couldn't win in. So, obviously, like I've said before, horrible circumstances for Tyler, but to reconnect with Tim and Richard and Jennifer Marshall was cool. They've been very, very welcoming to me and kind of giving me the opportunity to do whatever I want and get comfortable in the car. You need a different steering or you need whatever. They've been very receptive to it. How
grateful are you for this opportunity? I mean, you left the 18, had no idea what was going to happen, where you were going to go, and unfortunate circumstances put you here. But now you're in one of the top rides in 410 sprint car racing. Yeah, I mean, driving home Thursday was I don't even know how I felt. It was a lot of emotion, and driving 8 hours home was tough, obviously, and watching some of those guys get hurt was even harder to watch. So. I don't know, just a lot's gone on in the last 2 weeks. I'm glad I took last weekend off. It was kind of just a reset for me to be able to be home for a while and kind of get my ducks in a row at home and get my life somewhat in order. So, but I really didn't want to miss this race, I can tell you that. Yeah.
Do you and this is kind of weird because you've had, you're on everybody knows who you are. You're one of the top guys in the sport. Do you still feel like you're auditioning though? Because Tyler's coming back, and I think it's a good position for you in that there's no chance of taking a ride or anything like that. But do you feel like you're auditioning for other teams in the sport?
I mean, honestly, no. I mean, how I look at this is Tyler's car. I'm getting them out of a bad spot racing for points. I'm helping them out, and 2026 is 2026. So, I mean, I'm trying really hard, and I feel like I am just literally taking it race by race. Sounds cliche, but my focus is tonight, and now not tonight's over. My focus is Thursday. So. I know it's not a long-term gig for me driving this car. It's obviously Tyler's car, like I said, but it honestly takes pressure off in that aspect of it. I can get comfortable in this car, get stuff how I want it, help them out, do the best I can, and move on.
Go ahead. We got what it takes to put it back up there on the podium, maybe take a shot at the win. We've seen you up there a whole bunch. Now you're with a great team. Everything's kind of clicking here already. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I wouldn't be here if I didn't feel like I could win. So, like I said, I wasn't going to come here in a car I didn't feel like I could get it done, and I definitely have that car.
All right.
Hey, that'll work for me. And that's a good wrap to this one. It's a great night here at Knoxville as we kick off 410 week. Obviously, Oskaloosa tomorrow. I will not be doing this tomorrow. Just keep that in mind.
And you will be in no condition.
I will have some fun tomorrow.
It might be better if you're in that condition to do this.
Well, it's fun. I can tell you that. But so for Jeremy Elliott, Gio Selzi, I'm Mike Mallett. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned all week to SprintCarUnlimited.com, of course, DirtTrackDigest.com for more here from the Knoxville Nationals.
Whoa.